A good council member is one that gets involved. They get engaged, they give us great support. They encourage their staff to be engaged. They interface with their other council members. They give us great high-level guidance of where their utility's going, where the industry's going, and how that informs our R&D portfolio.
My role as member of the council is primarily to listen. We have a great council team, and we have a lot to learn from each other. We're bringing together people from across the industry.
The industry comes first, then they're a member. So they have to think about things from a broader perspective. So they have to put that hat on, that industry hat on, to make sure the advice we get is well suited for the entire industry.
My role on the council is to be an advocate, to speak my mind, to bring different ideas to the table.
The council member brings that holistic view. They talk about fuel qualities all the way there down to emissions. The whole value chain. That's the real strategic value they bring to our discussion.
You're literally dealing with some of the very top minds and talents in the generation industry in the United States.
A good council member is one that I can talk to and get insights from them, how the research is being applied at their member utility, how the research is being applied somewhere else. So they give me great guidance, they give me great information about how our research is now informing actions out there at their member utility and in the industry.
I'm involved in the discussion. I'm able to ask questions, and I'm able to ensure that the research that EPRI is doing is pertinent to the challenges that I have at my company.
Well, as a council member, you're able to look at the breadth and depth of the R&D that EPRI does. And it's quite astounding. Unless you're on the council, you really don't have an opportunity to be able to see that and get the details around all that. So when they are able to see all the activities we're involved in, they're able to see places where they can take that back home to their organizations and get value from their EPRI relationship.
The breadth of information that's available, the amount of R&D that EPRI does in every different aspect of a power plant is amazing. It's just, you walk away filled with excitement about the opportunities from an R&D perspective that EPRI provides.
It's a great place for council members to bring emergent issues to their peers and to EPRI. Some of the research we have goes to address those emergent issues. That's when we can respond fairly well, fairly quickly.
I also find the meetings extremely valuable in terms of nurturing relationships. It helps me through the conversations we have at the council meetings to get a better sense for the challenges that they're facing and perhaps the things that we should be thinking about.
To talk among their peers and present to the council ideas, concepts, things that they've been able to implement at their utility. So that's one of the times in council where I see a lot of people taking notes, because they're able to hear from a council person how that person was able to apply that technology back at their company.
The best part about being on the council is the ability to interact with my colleagues at plants throughout the nation and the world.
It's critically important that our council member work with their advisors and get input from their advisors on how well the programs are working, how well the R&D in those programs is informing the research that they're doing internally and with EPRI. We find that council members who spend time with their advisors, both before council meetings and after council meetings, give us better advice.
I arrange a meeting before every council meeting with my advisors, and I ask them, what are we getting out of the program? Is it giving us value for money? What tweaks can we make? What advice can we give to the EPRI staff to help us ensure we get the maximum value from the investment that we're making?
One of the issues we have is how to get our R&D in the hands of the people, of our members who need it the most. A council member can help do that. They can help make sure that their organizations are able to take the research results that we have and incorporate that in their engineering designs, specifications, and the way they operate their assets.
The networking, the EPRI staff, EPRI looking out to see what trends are happening in the industry. All of that information comes back and is very helpful in us making decisions.
Get engaged, meet your peers, give us your opinion, tell us where you're headed in your organizations, basically participate in the discussion.
Participation at the meetings is critical. Listening, asking a lot of questions, sharing your experiences. I think that is where the collaboration really happens. That's when the council becomes a really powerful means for solving these research challenges.
You need to participate. It's very, very important that you attend the meetings. There's a lot of value, a lot of material, a lot of interaction.
Show up and be engaged. Be part of the discussion. Provide your inputs. It's important for the rest of the council members to hear it. More importantly, it's important for EPRI to hear it.
The more you put in, the more you'll get out.